Not all games start with e4 or d4. Learn about white's less common options like c4, f4, b4, and others. Play the flank pawn move that controls d5 and turns the game into the English opening. Nice try, but this is not the English opening. The English opening is a great way to control. Black's first move prepared to safely put a pawn in the center. Let's play d7, d5. Great job. White is playing the bird's opening. Let's move a pawn directly in the center to grab space. Good choice. White has opened with the Larson's opening. Once again, let's grab space and control the center. Excellent choice. Great job. White adds pressure to our e5 pawn. How can we best defend this pawn thinking about general opening principles? This move does protect the e5. This is a solid move that shuts. This move does protect e5. White plays the wild Grob's opening. Not a great decision. Once again, let's take over the center with a pawn. Black is invited to put two pawns directly in the center. Let's do it. Nice job. Black moves a second pawn into the center and attacks White's weak g4 pawn. Black already has an advantage by... Good to see you. Let's try to take something instructive from this game. Taking control of the center immediately. Knight f6 activates a piece while fighting for central control. A solid opening move, I approve. Two pawns facing each other in the trenches. Well played. That knight is active and pressuring key squares. Your pieces are developing nicely. I'll develop my bishop now. Can I show you something? This leaves your knight hanging and vulnerable to capture. Okay, play on. Undefended pieces are hard to resist. Everything must go. Check. Blocking is one way to deal with a check. I'm developing my rook. Can I show you something? This leaves your pawn hanging and vulnerable. Back we go. After a move, always try to ask yourself if anything in the position was left undefended. My demonstration of castling will have to wait until our next game, I'm afraid. You can start to think about castling. Where will your king be happiest? Not bad. That's a good way of unpinning your knight. Even though your piece was defended, I should come out ahead after all the trades are made. I take, you take. Look for a piece that is in trouble. I see what you're up to, I think. I am trading to make this simpler. Being up material is usually the time to trade down. I needed to get rid of that rook. That was a good way to get out of check. Well, there goes my pawn. Anytime a student finds a developing move that also attacks, I stop and applaud them for it. You're doing great. Keep going. What an active queen. You took my pawn. Nice move. One thing to practice. Before you make your move, stop and figure out my best reply. Power move. How can I deal with both your check and your attack on my piece? I'll take that. You are in a really strong position now. I like how you've played so far. I move my piece to a square where it can be more active. You forked me. Nicely spotted. My king must move out of check. I should resign, but I won't. That was my only move. Careful, I see a chance to take your undefended queen. All right, let's continue. Undefended pieces are hard to resist. That's a good place for your rook. It protects an important pawn. There are a few fun points in this game we can go over during game review. Blocking my attack on your pawn. Well done. You're in a tough spot. Stay in the fight. Advancing the pawn like this is the right way to increase its power. Undefended pieces are hard to resist. You blocked my attack on your pawn. Good. Your rook was free for the taking. What are you up to? A free pawn. I'll take it. You have an opportunity here. Can you find it? My rook was free for the taking. Well done. My passed pawn now has strong protection from behind. I have to be careful. Check. Sometimes you have to move your king, and this is one of those times. I was thinking of capturing your pawn, but now I'm blocked. Good. It's time to get my king into the game. Yes, indeed, but I don't want that pawn going much farther. You checked me. It's clearly time for my king to move. Good move, one step closer to promotion. Do you see what I can do now? Getting your pawn to safety is good here. Think about your material advantage. Would this be a good time to trade? Sorry, pawn, but I can't let you go any further. Now you have a new queen to play with. My king is safe for now. Thanks for playing with me. It's always fun to play chess with a friend. Check. Moving your king to safety as you must. I like seeing you creating threats. Keep it up. You should keep an eye on my new passed pawn. You're not letting me have anything for free. Goodbye, enemy pawn. Looks like I can still force checkmate if I play the right moves. I'm closing in. I'm pushing towards checkmate. As expected, you're moving your king out of the line of fire. Continuing my checkmate threat. I think I can see a way to checkmate you now. A classic rook and pawn endgame. Let's focus and think. I've connected my rooks. How should I respond to your threat? I have to defend my pawn. Looks like I can still force checkmate if I play the right moves. You either win or you learn. I'm happy with both. I'm closing in. I'm pushing towards checkmate. Your king is making me uneasy. Good job applying pressure. Continuing my checkmate threat. You saw my free pawn. Good. I think I can see a way to checkmate you now. Looks like I can still force checkmate if I play the right moves. You're doing a good job of creating threats. I'm closing in. My pawn was free for the taking. Well done. I'm pushing towards checkmate. Continuing my checkmate threat. That was your only move. And mate, good game. I would love to go over this game with you.